Hello once again and welcome back. In this module, we are going to look all about sorting, filtering, pagination, and the search functionality on our API. In order to increase the performance of our API, we need to limit the number of results to be returned accordingly instead of loading up our API with tons of unwanted data. We achieve this via pagination by limiting the page size and the page number, searching for a specific data, and filtering. We also have to limit the number of results to prevent users from choosing a huge amount of data that can bring the unwanted behavior we are against. Lucky for us, we set up the specification pattern and we're going to use it for our benefits, as we're going to use this specification pattern for everything that we're going to do. So let's go straight to it. We're going to start by adding the sorting, and we're going to be sorting by ascending, the descending, and also for any other criteria that you can set in here. And whenever you want to add the other one, it is the same. So I'm going to start inside my I specification interface. So I'm going to go into the I specification here. And inside my I specification, I'm going to add the other two expression. I'm going to add the expression for I order by, and I'm going to add the other one for the order by descending. And I'm going to say expression, and I'm going to pass in the func, and I'm going to add the t and object, and I'm going to call this as order by. And I'm going to pass in now the getter in here. And as we're going to be having slight same behavior, I'm going to copy this and paste it. And I'm going to call this as order by descending, like this one. Okay, after creating this, of course, we need to implement this method into our base specification. So I'm going to go inside here, and I'm going to use the quick fix as we're having the errors here. And the quick fix that we're going to be having, I'm going to implement the interface, and it is going to bring up these two methods. And I'm going to, instead of throwing a not implemented exception, I'm going to add the getter and the setter here. So I'm going to say get, and I'm going to say private set, as we're going to be setting some of the parameters. So I'm going to copy these, as we're going to be having the same here, and I'm going to paste it here. And after we're done with this, you're going to add now the methods that will help us with this kind of new behavior. And you are going to be having the same method like this one. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to say protected, and I'm going to say void, and I'm going to call this as add order by, and I'm going to copy this expression because I don't want to retype it again, and I'm going to paste it in here. And you have to call this as order by expression like this one. And I'm going to go inside here, and inside here, that this is where we're going to add now this, and I'm going to say order by, and this will be equal to order by expression, and we are now done. After doing this, we are also having a slight change, and I'm going to copy this. And be careful whenever you copy paste. It's possible that you can introduce some errors. So I'm going to say order by descending, and I'm going to say order by descending, and order by descending here again, and I'm going to say order by descending expression right here. After we're done setting up inside our base specification, of course, we're going to go into our specification evaluator, and we're going to use the same like we did on the criteria, and we're going to check if now we are having these sorting parameters. And when we are there, we're going to copy this, as we're going to be having like the same behavior. So I'm going to copy this if, and I'm going to paste it here, and we're going to say that spec, and we're going to search for the order by. And once this is not null, we're going to say that we're going to query this, and after querying, we're going to order by, and we're going to, instead of using the criteria, we're going to use the order by. And after this, we can go ahead, and again we can copy this, we can paste this again, and we are going to change for now the order by descending if we have this. And if it's not null, we're going to say order by descending, and we're going to pass in the spec dot order by descending right here. and then we are done. And after doing these, we can go ahead and try to use this inside our controller and see now if this is going to work. And I'm going to go inside my product controller, and here it is. And here we're getting now the list of the products. We can go ahead and say string sort, and you can go after adding this sort, you can go inside also this product with types and brand specification, as this is where we're going to set the specification for getting our products. And you can go ahead and try to set up this sort. And I'm going to go inside here, and inside this I'm going to provide some of the parameter, and I'm going to say string sort. Okay, and after providing this, I can, for example, sort by name as the default case, and I can go ahead and say add order by, and I can go ahead and say that x goes to x.name, and in this case it's going to sort by name. And again, don't forget to pass in this sort inside our specification. As you can see, that it is now bringing this error, and I'm going to pass in the sort. And okay, so let's go ahead and try to test this out and see what is going to bring. I'm going to go into the API project, and I'm going to say .NET watch run, and I'm going to open up my Postman, but let's wait. All right, once now the server is started, I'm going to go inside this, and I'm going to first use this, and it's going to get the product sorted by name, which is now the default case that we set. And by default, whenever we're going to get our products, we're going to get them sorted by name. So let's try to send the request in here and see if we're going to get the product. So I'm going to click on send, and in this case, you can see that we're getting the products. It is not formatted where, and you can see that we are now starting by ID 19.4, and you can see that it is now sorting by using the name. We can also go ahead and sort by price, where we are going to start from the highest to the lowest, or from the lowest to the highest, and we can achieve that by using also the sort. And to do that, I'm going to minimize my Postman, and I'm going to go back into my products with types and brand specification. As we're going to be using the sort as a query, we need to check if we have now the value inside the sort into our query. And once we have any of the value that we're going to set, we're going to provide the behavior that we are going to see. I'm going to say if, and I'm going to say not string is null or empty here, and I'm going to say that sort. Going to check if now the sort is not null or empty. And once we found that we have some value in there, we're going to go ahead and use the switch, and I'm going to add some of the criteria that we need in here. And I'm going to say switch, and I'm going to switch the sort as we are sure that we're having it here and it's not empty. And we're going to check for the cases, and the first case that we need to check, and I'm going to say that if now the price is set to ascending, we are going to go ahead and add the behavior that we need here. I'm going to say add or order by, and I'm going to pass in now the p goes to p.price, and after this we're going to go ahead and say black to finish off this statement. And you can go ahead and do the same if we have now this as price descending, and I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to add order by descending, and I'm going to say p goes to p dot price. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and say black, and after that we can go ahead and set the default case. And the default case, as we know, it's now a name, so I'm also going to say add order by, and I'm going to say that n goes to n.name. When we don't provide anything, we are going to order by the name, and again we need to black from here, and then there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and try to test if this is working, and I'm going to close this, as it is now bringing some of these logs. After closing this, I can go ahead and into the postman, and I'm going to order by price ascending, and I'm going to start from the low to the highest price. When you go ahead and click on send, you can see that we are starting now from day ID 17, which is now the lowest price that we have, and it is going to be growing as we are going. As we are going now to be sorting by this as price ascending, and I'm going to do the same for the descending, and I'm going to go ahead and click on send, and you can see that now we're getting this HP Spectra, which is now the expensive product that we have into our shop, and you can see that this is now the biggest number we can get, and you can see that we are now going from the highest to the lowest price. And this is it on how to implement this sorting. You can go ahead and add other criteria that you need in here. There's no limit. You can go ahead and mess around and see what you can go with. And this is now the end of this video about the sorting. You're going to continue with other topic. Let me know in the comment if you met with any problem. I'm always here to help you. Press the like on this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. So see you there. Stay cool and peace.